y'all? Welcome to another edition of
Winner Circle TV.
I'm Yanni.
My name is Kevin.
And we are Winner Circle.
I like that. Yeah. In the winner circle. In the winner circle. In the what? In the winner circle. Because I'm winning. I'm in the winner circle.
Hey.
I'm winning. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Once again, I'm Yanni.
My name is Kevin.
And we're Winner Circle.
Yeah.
And we're happy to give you guys another episode of our interview series,
Yo.
Straight Goals, No Chaser. Today we have a special guest in the building. It's my personal trainer, as well as, a personal trainer known to the city, Mr. Chris Jones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Chris, what's going on, man?
Not much. Glad to be here. Glad y'all brought me into the winner circle, man.
Hey.
Man, welcome to the
Feels
Winner
good
Circle.
to win. Facts.
For real. Now, Chris, you own the studio now, Bodied by Jones. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, definitely. So, Bodied by Jones, off of Park Lane here in Columbia, South Carolina. Again, born and raised here in Columbia, so I wanted to bring something to the community. How it kind of got started. My dad's been a trainer 25 plus years, so he had a facility. As he started to wave her out, I kind of took the torch, and now I'm trying to move things forward.
Yes, sir. Now, growing up, was training something you always aspired to do, or did you have other goals or ambitions? Or?
Honestly, training was never a thing for me, like, at all. Growing up, I had hoop dreams. I don't know, y'all don't get to see my legs. I'm like 6'6", like I'm huge, you know what I'm saying? So I had hoop dreams and everything at first. Then I went off to college. The hoop dreams kind of fell through because of all types of very different reasons. I tried to walk on, let go of scholarships. I thought I was too big for D2 schools, D3 schools, and stuff like that. Then through a program, exercise science program, we had to do an internship where I did an architect sport. So I knew I wanted to do something fitness related because fitness is what I've always been in. So if it wasn't gonna be basketball, I was like, well, let me try the training thing. I did a strength and conditioning internship in Charlotte at architect sport. From there, that's where I got the niche. He's my mentor now, who was the head internship advisor at the time. His name was Eddie Arvilo. He kind of took me under his wing, and so as we were training athletes and everything, I just found a love for just critiquing. I found out I had a good eye for looking at people's form, looking at where people could go, people's potential, and then training kind of came about through there.
Okay, so when you started, was it like an immediate passion? Was it something you loved automatically, or was it something that grew on you, or did you still have like another path you wanted to take and then that just fell in your lap, or how'd you?
I think it more so grew on me because when I came into the internship, he told me day one, he was like, either you can come in here and get your 560 hours, he said, or you can put forth some effort and see, what you get out of it. So I went into it, I was like, I got to be here for 560 hours anyway. It's like, so you're going to be here all day, but I might as well learn something, get something out of it. And then as I started kind of digging into it and understanding that training was more than just lifting weights and stretching and everything like that, I was like, I really enjoyed it, seeing how my personality kind of flourished into the athletes, the young athletes, older athletes, and getting that confidence from the other trainers. It kind of uplifted me to be like, this is actually a better avenue than basketball. So from there is kind of where I caught my niche into training.
Okay. I like that, man. And did you decide that you wanted to do business for yourself, or did you start off with somebody else, or how'd that work, man?
Nah. Originally, my plans was to just be a head trainer at Architect Sport. I loved it there. I loved the kids that was there. I loved the athletes that was there. I loved the curriculum. But when Eddie had left, he had went to High Point to train at. You ever heard of Burns Boot Camp? You ever heard of Burns Boot Camp?
No.
So basically what Burns Boot Camp is, it's like a high woman's empowerment style type training. It's like 30 to 50 women come in for 45 minutes and they just literally go insane. So for 45 minutes, they have child care, so they come in, drop the kids off, and they kind of can just get away from all the stressors in the world. They don't have to worry about men looking at them, everything like that. So when I went there to check out his gym, he was like, you should think about training here. So I went there, started training there, got a niche for that as well. So now I'm training 30, 40 women at this high level intensity. And they wanted to hire me on as a head trainer there as well. So now I'm getting all this kind of like acceptance from all these high-end places. So I'm like, in a sense, you know, they making good money off of me. I was like, why not go into business for myself? So I started originally just training outside, right there in the Rock Hill area where I went to school at. Just training people outside, and then through social media, I kind of built up a following, and then from there, I was like, I'm just gonna go into business for myself and keep it rolling like that.
Okay. So talk about the grind then, like the journey to getting into business. Like you said, you started outside. Now, did you start off with 100 people in the yard working out with you, or
no? Actually, really, the first training I did, it was me and a close friend of mine's in school, and I was kind of training her for like a meal plan. Like, you know, you're in college, you don't got no money. Right. You know, a meal is like everything to you. So I was like, you know, you come to the gym with me, I'll train you, I'll get some money. Well, I bet I get food, which was like
that's like money.
That's like money.
That's currency right there.
So you'll get a free meal. So when I started seeing her body transforming, I knew the bare minimum. I was like, you know, like this might be a thing. So then I started training like a little small group of females doing the same thing just for the meal prep. So I had a little niche for it then. So then when I first started my business, they kind of gave me the confidence already because they came back on board from there. So it started off as small as 3 people. The 3 people turned into being like 4 people. And then now I'm getting to a place where I'm getting more interest, but I don't really have a location. And that's where Columbia came back in place because my father has his own facility. So I'm like, I don't want to come back to Columbia. Born and raised here, I'm trying to stay away from Columbia. I'm trying to get as far away from it as I can, but it's a whole facility down here. So then I started off with 2 clients, which was his name was Brandon and Myra, were my first 2 clients, and from there I just kept adding, and then here I am.
I hear that, man. That's a wonderful thing, man. To go
Facts.
from training one person outside for some food.
For some food.
Right.
For some food.
That's
for real.
different
For
right
a
there.
meal
Studio,
prep.
man, you
No
know,
lie.
so
It's a blessing.
yeah, man, definitely. And I like what you said about having a niche. I always think that's important. To have something that, you know, a lane for you to be in
Right.
is important to have rather than, you know, trying to do too many things at one time, because when you can focus on one thing, you know what I'm saying, you know who your audience is, you know who to target.
Right.
So I like that, man. So would you say like women is your specialty, or?
I'm gonna say honestly, where I'm at now, my niche is that I don't necessarily have a specific niche as far as training, because now that I've trained in so many different styles, I feel like I can train anybody. I've trained young athletes, I've trained older athletes, I've trained groups of women of 30 to 50. I've trained older women, I've trained this. So now at this point, I just feel like I'm a trainer, where they try to have it to where it's like you need to niche to just like single mothers, or niche to just like younger kids. Is like, nah, if you need to train, come chop it up with me, like, for sure. But if I had to go into one marketplace, I would definitely say groups of women would definitely be my specific niche, for sure, if I had to market into one.
Yeah. I mean, now that you're established, I think you know you can do whatever. But like, when you start off,
for sure,
it's good to have a lane to start in. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely,
I like that too, man. But just so you make that move from Rock Hill, now you're back in Columbia, right? And you say you start off with 2 clients. So how did you build on that? How did you build your base to have a full slate of clients now?
How I built my base was social media, word of mouth, and really just getting results out of those 2 and just sticking to it. Like I said, I had like 2 other jobs on top of it, so I was making it to where I could still train, but I wasn't trained just for the financial end of it. I was training because I really wanted to be a trainer. Like, I just had a trainer's itch, as they would call it. I just wanted to train. So my thing was, in time you will get clients, but you have to have results. If you have no results, nobody's going to trust you as a client. No one's going to trust you as a trainer to be their client, or anything of that nature. So from there, social media definitely did it. Word of mouth might have been honestly the number one thing. Let's say, I think Myra brought me a good 3-4 people, not including y'all, you know what I'm saying, on her own. Brandon, through his transformation, brought me a good 3-4 people, and then from there, those people tell their roommates, and their roommates tell their homegirls, and then you get AKAs, and then their AKA sisters tell each other, and then from there just kind of just keep going. Hey, I love the AKAs, man. A lot of my clients AKAs. Y'all know I rock it with the AKAs.
I hear that, man. I hear that, man. So talk about that, man. Talk about your grind. How you went from working, 2-3 jobs to how you were able to transition that into making training your full-time career. Was it tough? Or?
It was, because at one point I was serving at PF Chains in Charlotte. All right, so I live in Rock Hill at this point. I'm serving at PF Chains in Charlotte. I'm training in High Point, which is in High Point, North Carolina, and I'm training for myself in Columbia, South Carolina. So this is literally how a week would look. I remember this schedule like another. So on Monday, I would train in Columbia, right? On Tuesday, I would train in Columbia till 12 o'clock, and then I would go to High Point, which is a 3.5 hour drive. Jeez. I would train the High Point ladies for their evening classes, which was at 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30. I would stay at my mentor's house, who owned the High Point gym, overnight. I would train there Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. I would leave from High Point, come all the way down to Columbia that same Wednesday, train from 5:30 p.m. until probably about 8:30, 9:30 p.m. Train Thursday and Friday morning in Columbia. Go to Charlotte Friday night and work at PF Chains. Saturday, I work a double. No, literally, Saturday I work a double, open and close. Sunday I work a double, open and close, and I would drive back to Columbia Sunday night, sleep, and then repeat. I did that for 4 months.
God.
No lie, you can check I can pull up memory stories. I was up and down the road for 4 months doing that.
That's crazy,
man. That's a different level type of grind right there.
That's a whole new grind for us.
Right.
It was intense. People thought I was insane, but I love training.
I was starting to look at you.
Yeah, I mean, but I didn't want me training for myself to be a burden on my finances. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to keep it serving, because it kept me getting cash every weekend, kept cash coming in every weekend. Right. And I was getting so much great experience and exposure training in High Point with this high energy under this great trainer who was my mentor, and then under like a structured business. I needed that experience too, so I couldn't let that go. So it was just like, you gotta make something happen. So I just went through that transition for a minute.
That's crazy, man. And yet, like you said, you have to, support. You want to do what you love, but you have to support.
You gotta support it too at the same time, right? Especially if you're not where you wanted to be at the time. I wasn't making thousands of dollars a month, training. So
I definitely respect that hustle, man.
Right.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Was.
That's your favorite word. That's his favorite word to say in the gym. Like every time it's time for the exercise, go insane. You going insane.
Go crazy.
That's all I hear all day, man. But that's truly insane. Like
isn't that truly insane?
Yeah,
it was
pretty crazy, man.
So talk about your transition out of that. Like how were you able to make training your full-time thing?
How I ended up making it my full-time thing was High Point. They wanted to hire me on full-time, so I would have to move up to High Point and then leave my business ultimately, because it was in Columbia, or move it to High Point, which I wouldn't have had no time to do it. So once we went over what they was willing to pay me, like what my hours would be and everything like that, it was good to be a trainer. Like the pricing that they was gonna give me, it was like, most trainers are definitely gonna take that. But how I kind of looked at it is, if y'all value me to make that much, there's no cap of what I could do for myself type thing. So it was like, once they gave me that opportunity, it kind of like, they just gave me the confidence that.
That's definitely.
Nah, seriously,
like
for real. Like,
you might put that on the shirt.
Nah, for real, put it, stamp it. Stop playing. But yeah, not for real. Like, that's how I looked at it. I was like, if y'all value me to pay me this much, what else could I do on my own if I could just accumulate the clientele? So it was like, I was stuck between the two for a minute, but I was just like, I can't let go of my business. I just couldn't do it. So I ended up not going back to High Point, and then I was just doing the serving on the weekends and doing BBJ. And then COVID hit.
Oh,
boom.
man.
And that was a curse and a blessing at the same time. So COVID hit, the restaurant gets shut down. Everything gets shut down. So now I can't serve. It's not like I don't want to. I just can't serve.
Right.
I can't train either because the gym's closed. But then when the gym reopened back up, I have the optimal gym that people want to come to because no one wants to go to Planet Fitness because there's COVID
people
going around. You don't know who's going in, you don't know who's going out, you don't know who's wiping out equipment, you don't know anything like that. My facility, I know who's coming in, I know who's going out, I know how many people can be in, this and that. So now my gym is more appealing because it's like this is a safe area. On top of he's been trained, it's like I've been watching him for this whole time, but I ain't had the time to get to him, or I didn't necessarily want to get to him because I didn't have either the time or I didn't have the money. But now I want to train. I don't want to go Planet Fitness. Let me check him out. So like I said, that's how I transitioned to being full-time BBJ.
So basically,
Wow.
COVID was like your turning point.
In a sense, you know what I'm saying? It's like a curse and a blessing.
It helped you out as much
Facts.
as it hurt. So
Right.
I like that, man. And it's up to you. How would you define your success? Would you say you're successful now, or like what is success to you?
Success at one point for me was filling up my schedule, training as many people as I can during the day, and I realized that's not my success now. How I value my success now is really genuinely how many families can I influence and change their mindset about fitness. It's like my new level of success. Like I tell people when they come in for consultations right now, whether you stay with me for a week, a month, or a day, if you can take something from this and accumulate it to your life to have a better quality of life, I promise you I'm fine. Like that's all it's about, because I don't feel like there's enough trainers who genuinely care. They care about your pockets and they care about your transformation physically. But it's a lot deeper than that. Where's your mind space at? Where's your soul at? Like how are you balanced as an individual? If you are missing any of the pieces, you're not really moving the right way.
I like that, man. It's like you're not just training one fold, you're training.
Y'all hold on to that. Hold on to that.
You really got it?
Hold on.
But on another topic though, like are there any goals that you set for yourself that you've reached or that you still want to reach?
A goal that I have right now, I want to I'm in the process of designing a 6-week at-home challenge that you need no equipment for, that you can do anywhere and everywhere, that is going to be designed for women and men's weight loss, and it's going to be as health conscious as possible. So I've done all the research on a lot of the challenges out here, and a lot of them have you doing like wild stuff, like eating soup for a week to lose weight, stuff like that. I'm trying to make a holistic type style 6-week challenge to where you're going to lose weight, you're going to get the results you want, but it's also sustainable. It's not going to be something that, it's not a diet. I don't believe in diets because diets don't last. I'm trying to do life changes. So that's a goal of mine right now, and transitioning my business and rebranding.
Okay. I like that, man. So, what is that? We already went through what it took to get to BBJ. Now, what's next for Chris Jones?
What's next for me? Like I say, I'm in a rebranding period right now. I'm looking at the camera for this.
Tell him.
Go ahead, dog.
Rebranding process right now. Like I said, when I started BBJ, like I said, I had a different mindset about what it was that I wanted to go at. The mindset for BBJ was just to train a bunch of clients. That's why everybody was Bodied By Jones type thing. I was
Just
trained,
body.
It was just body. Like I'm trying to body as many people as I can. Once I got to a point where I was bodying people, now I'm in a whole different phase of my business and my life. And I'm transitioning. Hold on, let me get it.
Oh shoot!
No.
Exclusive. Ain't nobody know that about this, man. So, hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and check this off for a second.
Oh
You
shoot!
know what I'm saying? So, I'm transitioning into Threefold Fitness. So I'm gonna break it down for y'all. This is my hoodie. I'm gonna put my hoodie on.
Let them know, man. Let them
I'm
know.
gonna put my hoodie on.
Go ahead, put it on, man. It's cold in here.
You feel me?
I already
Put my
know.
hoodie on so they can feel me. Because they don't feel me.
Let them know. Let them know.
I'm gonna let them know. I'm gonna let them know.
Oh, you want to get close? Don't get too far away from the mic.
Oh. Stay up on that. Stay up on that. Let me stay up on that.
There you go. There you go.
Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, my guy. So yeah, so now like I said, I'm transitioning into Threefold Fitness. So I know you may ask, what does that mean? So,
Hang on, I got you. Hey, Chris.
yeah.
What does that mean? Threefold Fitness.
So mind, body, and soul. Those are the 3 folds. You have to unfold all 3 in order to have an overall healthy self. So that's what I want to promote from this point moving forward. It's deeper than just fitness. It's deeper than just getting these physical goals. I'm trying to help people really establish a higher quality of life, mentally, physically and spiritually if I can. I'll say, I mean, you can't help everybody spiritually because that's a whole different avenue. But
piece right there.
as long as you figure it out for yourself, that's all that really matters, honestly. So that's why I've been rebranding. I'm changing the gym up. I'm putting a lot of new things in the gym. I got a videographer who basically going to be following me around, like just capturing my life. So that's where I'm heading now, to a whole different focus, a whole different brand, really. And yeah, here we are.
It is.
Winner Circle exclusives, man.
Hey,
right here on Winner
heard it here first.
You heard it here on Winner Circle
first.
right here now.
That's right. I like that, man. I like the change you're making. You know what I'm saying? I like the message you're bringing. It's all positivity, and I love it, man. Threefold Fitness is gonna do great things. I already know.
Appreciate that.
For sure. You want to let them know the address of the gym, phone number, anything like that?
Definitely. So the gym, like I said, off of Park Lane is 7201 Park Lane Road, Columbia, South Carolina, 29205. To plug it all in. My social media right now is just Jones 33 is my personal, and my business is Bodied By Jones, but that will be switching. But just follow them too for the time being until that switch over. But yeah, that's. If you need anything, come hit my line. Definitely come by. Consultations are free. Free consultations. When the beginning of the year drops, I'm doing group fitness half off. So that means $50 for the whole month. That's unlimited sessions. That's up to 24 sessions. I'm doing personal training, 10% off. So that's gonna be coming as well. I'm doing male group sessions at night 8:30 through Monday through Friday. That's gonna be $250.
Hold on, Chris.
I'm going crazy.
Don't give it out.
I'm just letting y'all know. We coming.
Yeah, man. You better get these deals, man. That's all I'm saying. Because let me tell you, when I started with him, about 4 months ago?
We're running into 4 months at the end of this month.
When I started with him 4 months ago, I was over 300 pounds. And now I'm down. I lost like 30 pounds working with this man. So like he's the real deal. He knows what he's talking about. And these deals are great. I didn't get that deal.
Yeah.
It's all good.
He's jealous now.
Yo, y'all definitely need to check him out, man. Kevin, anything to add before we go?
Just like I ask everybody, what's your motivation for the most part?
My motivation is, I guess, satisfying the masses is just my motivation. I really have I feel like I have a calling genuinely to touch masses of people when it comes to like this fitness journey type thing. Because like I said, I feel like we've been misled for so long. Like even as deep as elementary PE. Like, I remember the stuff we was doing back then that was not stuff we should have been doing. Like, we wasn't adequately stretching. We wasn't getting our sprint mechanics right. We wasn't getting squat mechanics right. That's why I want to get more into, like, going to these elementary schools, these middle schools, and, like, just teaching fundamentals. I feel like my motivation is really helping people in the masses. And until I can touch the masses, I'm not stopping.
I feel that.
I love that, man.
I feel that, man.
So.
I like the fact that you going back to the beginning, to where the kids are. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're right. We ain't been at all.
Right. Like, what was we doing? They roll the balls out and say, go.
Yep. Right. That's it. You get a basketball and miss every time. That's it.
That's
all you do for 90 minutes.
That was it. Because I mean, most of the PE teachers were just teachers. They were just regular teachers that they were like, we just PE teachers.
And that's the thing. That's the thing, though. Like,
that's it.
PE is now like the laughing stock of the educational hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's at the bottom.
Exactly.
So for you to take on the road to actually be a leader and actually wanting to change that and actually put education, fitness education, in that industry, that's going to change the game.
It is.
I agree.
That's probably going to improve more athletes.
It is.
That's going to improve the chances of more kids actually getting to that NFL or NBA opportunity.
And just the overall health.
Right. That's going to change the game.
Less obesity, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you kill bad habits at that age, they last forever.
Right.
Like, if you teach a kid how to squat at 4 years old, he's not going to forget how to squat because their mind developing so fast.
Muscle memory is way more stronger.
Ridiculous. But if you wait till he's 16, his hamstrings tight, his hips tight, everything like that. Now his chance of getting ACL tear are a whole lot higher. His chances of this are a whole lot higher. Like, everything's so much.
You know what? I didn't even know.
Right, I didn't even think about it like that.
You know what I'm saying? you're gonna do great things, man.
I appreciate that.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. Anything else you want to tell the people?
What I want to tell y'all while I'm here, like now, I feel like we're touching everything. Like I said, check out Winning Circle, man. Like I said, just like I got big things coming, they got big things coming as well. Like this setup is ridiculous. I ain't even expect it to be this high quality. This is fire. I ain't gonna lie, we firing. I'm glad to be a part of it. Support each other. Let's all support each other for real. How deep can we get into
Go
this
deep,
thing?
man.
All right, especially us black folks. I feel like we need to stick with each other. Black business. That's all. Let's keep our money within each other, and that's because that's what every other race is doing. If we can do that more often, I feel like we would be better off. And that's not me saying that from like a racist standpoint, anything like that. It's just coming from we should care about our people just as much as everybody else care about their people.
That's true.
That's all it is. So if I want to leave anything here, support yours at all costs, and if they support you back, then keep the ball rolling, and we all be smooth.
I like
There
that.
it is,
There it
man.
is. Yeah.
That's the threefold, you know.
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
threefold
The
right
mind,
there, man.
body, and spirit, man. This has been another edition of Winner Circle Interview Series. Straight goals, no chaser. I'm Yanni.
My name is Kevin.
I'm Chris.
We out of here, man.
Deuces.
Peace.